Hey everyone, happy Friday. You ready for another beer review with Nutmeg to Palmetto? Very excited for this. Not only is it the first feature of Jay Wakefield on my channel, it's also my first Jay Wakefield's first. I got fog on it. I got fog on it. Alright, enough of me singing. Let's get into this after the theme song. Welcome in, as always, to the Midland studio. I, of course, am Nutmeg to Palmetto, and as I alluded to, I am very excited to share this beer with you. It is from the one and only Jay Wakefield Brewing down in Miami, Florida. It is actually a collaboration with Humble Sea Brewing Company, and they are in Santa Cruz, California. So a little cross-coastal action for I Got Fog on It. I truly apologize for my singing attempt before. It is a double dry hopped hazy double IPA, 8% alcohol by volume, and I got this little treat from the folks over at We Beer Here on Instagram, Sarah and Lou. They also run a beach combing type of YouTube series called We Beach Here. So go ahead and follow We Beer Here on Instagram and We Beach Here on YouTube for all sorts of beer and sunny South Florida content. Quick little blurb on Untappd about this beer. I Got Fog on It, brewed in virtual collaboration. Interesting. So I don't know if maybe it was something originally thought of during COVID, or maybe it was just logistics. They just decided to do it virtually, and it's like, okay, we trust you. Go do our input for it. But in any event, brewed in virtual collaboration with the West Coast Kooks over at Humble Sea Brewing in Santa Cruz, California. This double dry hopped hazy IPA was massively dry hopped with Citra, Nelson, and Strata hops. Ooh, baby. I do like my Nelson. Citra I like as an additive. I've had it single hop before and I'm not a super fan, but of course Citra combined with other stuff does come out to be very delicious. And Strata, I've had several beers. Strata is fairly common, though I don't know if I've ever had it single hopped, but usually when I see Strata it's positive thoughts. So what do you say we don't waste any more time? Let's crack open Jay Wakefield for my first time. I'll tell you one thing, I got this nice effervescent, juicy type of aroma as soon as I pop the can. Moving between all my shots that I do. I've come around, for a while the hard pour was something I kind of did here and there. But I think I've now accepted the hard pour as just an everyday thing, because it is a proper way to do it, and those that don't agree with it, well, you're just wrong, and that's okay. But as you can see, I can tilt it down enough, it's got a nice, rich, foamy cream head. Color is super, super bright orange. Doesn't that look delicious? Almost as orange as that one in Harambe's hand right there. So the nose, it's a lot of, it is very tropical. That would be the short way to describe it. But up front, it's a little bit more orange. Definitely a little bit more on the orange side up front. There's a little bit of maybe a grapefruit bitterness on the back end. I don't want to say it's piney-esque maybe, but it's definitely a little bit of that grapefruit type of soft bitterness on the back end. So it's not, again, no more wasting time. Let's take a sip. Yes. Now, funny enough, it's that cross collaboration across the country that we were alluding to before, or not alluding to, speaking as a fact, between J. Wakefield, which is in Miami, and this Humble Sea Brewing, which is in Santa Cruz. And as I was drinking this, I realized that I grabbed this glass because it's a fairly solid IPA glass, and it's kind of a Miami-Dade type of travel glass. Travel sign. It says entering Miami-Dade County. And the funny part is, as I'm drinking it, I'm seeing the other side of the glass, and I'm like, oh, how silly of me. How convenient was this little Freudian slip or subconscious selection, LAX. So that was kind of perfect. Now, anyway, as far as the beer is concerned, it comes at your palate with a little bit of sharp hoppiness, not quite to the piney note, but it's definitely got a little bit of that sharpness, but it doesn't hold on as bitter. It's just kind of giving you a kind of bright, sharp hop juice type of flavor. It kind of sits on your palate a little bit. The sharpness kind of retains, so maybe it starts making you think piney, bitter, that sort of thing. But then it just kind of mellows out. It's just a little nice little soft finish. Very, very good. I'm definitely excited glad that this was my first J. Wakefield, and I'm certainly very more intrigued potentially in the future to make a trip down to South Beach, meet up with Sarah and Lou, and have some more of this and have some beer that's exclusively J. Wakefield. And hey, maybe even head out to California someday and go to Humble Sea and see what they got too, because they certainly came together and made a pretty darn good beer. So maybe their beers that they make on their own are just the same, and certainly J. Wakefield's reputation precedes itself. In any event, thank you again to Sarah and Lou from We Beer Here and We Beach Here. Follow them on respective platforms, Instagram and YouTube, for those different content yet from the same content creators. If you want more from me, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know exactly when videos like this drop straight to you on your phone, tablet, mobile device, computer, what have you. If you want to recommend a beer to me, or maybe even send me a beer like Sarah and Lou did, email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. Your gifts to me will be featured on the channel just the same as this was. If you want the rest of my antics and nonsense, follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram, @nutmeg2palmetto. All my little antics, hijinks, that sort of thing on there. In any event, J. Wakefield, Humble Sea, great Thank you again, Sarah and Lou, and cheers, everyone. See you next time.